I think Frankie needs his pulse taken. Are you okay, Frankie? Wake up. Wake up. Don't go. Stay here with me. Doctor, we need percussion. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's breath. There's movement. Keep pumping. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? What? He lives. He lives. Good morning and Thanksgiving, everybody. Oh my gosh, what a busy day. So, I have some clients today, and then we're going to go have dinner at my in-laws spot. We don't see them all year long, so it's like our yearly family reunion. And then there's another holiday where, yes, I know you won't be alone, will ya? All the dogs in the neighborhood will be in this yard. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. And then they have another holiday celebration, I forget, down the road sometime, where the Outer Banks relatives come in. That'll be fun. Okay. I have to read something to get something good in my head, so I got out Old Faithful. Let's just read something. Okay. Just flip that open. Let's see what it says. See if it says anything we can set our mind to. Not just that every day more of our life is used up and less of it is left, but this too, if we live longer, can we be sure our mind will still be up to understanding the world, to the contemplation that aims at divine and human knowledge? If our mind starts to wander, we'll still go on breathing, go on eating, imagining things, feeling urges, and so on, by getting the most out of ourselves, calculating where our duties lies, analyzing what we hear and see, deciding whether it's time to call it quits. All of the things you need a healthy mind for, all those are gone. So we need to hurry, not just because we move daily closer to death, but also because our understanding, our grasp of the world may be gone before we get there. Well, that's true. Very serious topics in the Stoics. A lot of people say, why do you have to think that deeply? Why do you have to go there? Holy cow. It's because our society doesn't. We don't want anybody talking about death, but all of us are going to have that experience. And I don't belittle it. I don't want to be terrorized by it, though, either. I remember bringing up sex, and I think my question was, does everybody have to do it? It just seems so scary. And I was told, well, most everybody does it. I go, oh God, I just dreaded it. I wanted to get it done and over with. And that's about what the first time was like. That's it. Wow, that's it. Okay. Where are you going? Where are you going, honey? He's not much for going through doors without being invited to do so, which is kind of cool on one hand. I gotta keep an eye on the time. Okay. I decided to start using my yummy perfume. So he'll go to the door and shake his head. Where are you going? Are you going to go? Hmm? Are you going to go? What? What are you doing? What do you want? What do you want? He'll usually shake his body and it flaps his ears so it makes noise. So even when I'm asleep, I'll hear, where are you going? I'm going to see if he'll do it. Where are you going? You coming up? You want to go outside? I don't know. He doesn't know outside either, or walk or anything. I guess I just don't use that baby chalk. You going? Oh, okay, whatever. You just need to be invited. I'm sorry, honey. So, here's that. Makeup. Almost got through this. Wasn't much in there. See how shallow that pan is? Here's the brush. It's about 1.25 inches deep. So that's all the deeper that was. Well, it's been worth trying. And where'd you go, Frankie? He slid out the door without me opening it. It was only open about this far, and he was able to get his thin body. Hi, where did you go? I wasn't used to you going out the door by yourself. My goodness, you're growing up. Okay, so I have some news. So you've seen Molly on here a couple times because she is usually right next to her daddy. She's a daddy's girl. Well, I've been taking her out to run in the mornings. And she is loving it. She even gets where she hops before she gets out the door. Or as she's running out the door, she hops. As she's waiting for me to open the door, she hops. It's just the cutest thing. And she'll come and look for me in the mornings now to come let her, or to go outside, to come let her outside so we can go running. It's the cutest thing. Well, today, I was coming to get ready and I thought, well, I buy stuffed animals by, oh gosh, $100 at a time because, I mean, I'm willing to. I have before. What happens is I go to Goodwill and buy every stuffed animal they have that isn't obviously a bad choice for the dogs that are under, that are $2.99 or under. So all of those are mine. I go through all of them to make sure. But I try to make sure that, you know, there are things that I can easily cut off, anything sharp, before I give it to them. And to have it safe. Also that I, you know, sometimes they have those little bean bags on the inside. Like, remember the Beanie Babies? Yeah. Well, a lot of the stuffed animals have these little bags in them. And boy, if they get those bags ripped open, what a mess. Hardly anyone in this family wears makeup because we all have been born with blessed skin. So I'm not gonna do any more than I usually do. So I decided to give Frankie, I put his stuffed toys up on a high shelf when Hudson comes over, because evidently Hudson has pooped once or twice and had some stuffing in his poop. And that dog evidently ate some, and his parents are worried that it'll mess up his intestines, because, you know, dogs can have, they really scare you if you watch the videos on dogs' stomach issues. If they eat the wrong thing or too fast or this or that, they could die. So, gotta be careful. I don't like being careful, but I am, because I don't want my dogs or my grandpup to die. So that's what I do. I'm careful. Well, I had them set up. Yeah, I'm griping because I just love my dogs tearing up. I clean up the mess normally, but when they have them, I have to be standing right there to clean up the mess instantly if I think Hudson's coming over. But I don't think he's coming over anytime soon, and they'll be leaving town just sometime today, so. Ooh, that's so dusty. I know, honey, I'm sorry. So I get down one of the stuffed animals for Frankie. But while I do that, and he takes it, Molly, the old Australian Shepherd, you don't see her often, because like I said, she's usually next to her dad, comes over and acts interested. I look up on the shelf, and just by chance, there's another stuffed animal up there. So I bring it down to her gently, because she's she's squeamish. So I bring it down to her gently. She takes it. She has never taken a toy before. We've had her over 2 years. And it's the first time she's taken a toy. Usually she kind of almost looks at it and then turns away. She'll go and then go away. Yeah, true story. She not only does she take it, but then, so I'm like, shh, she took a toy. Then I watched her take it through the doggy door. She controlled it, got through the doggy door, and about 2-3 feet outside the doggy door, she gets it on the ground and she starts pulling stuffing out of it because it had already been used a little bit and was ripped open. And here she is out there pulling stuffing out. And then, within 2 minutes, she picks it up and shakes it. She played with it for several minutes. This was a huge accomplishment. She's always been so shy, so triggered, so grouchy. And to see her be a dog. The only other thing that she does that's really dog, traditionally, that interacts with something or someone else is jumping up in the truck to want to go for a ride with Dad. That's her, definitely her thing. And I mean, me taking her out in the mornings, I didn't take it too seriously because all dogs like to go run and chase. And that's her and Frankie's thing. And they have been getting along while they do that, but she still doesn't play with him. You getting ready to go?
I'm getting ready to take a shower and then go.
Are you all right?
Huh?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I hadn't used the bathroom yet.
Okay.
That Molly's toy?
No. Molly's toy is that brown stuffed animal out there. I wish you would have seen it.
You've got 20 minutes.
Thank you. Whee! Well, everything seems to be going okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, back to the reading. Well, I don't know. I'm going to spend another minute on Molly. Molly has the same personality as my spouse. which is very PTSD triggered. Very self-contained. And if they didn't have each other, oh my gosh, I don't know what they do. As soon as, because when my dog Lucky passed, we were both just heartsick, and he refused. The first time I asked him, I said, I waited 7 years to get another dog after my dog Gordy died, who was the love of my life. And I'm not going to do that again. When I got Lucky, 7 years later, one of the first thoughts I had once I got home and settled down and was loving on him, I thought, I am never going to go that long without a dog again. That will never happen again. I'm going to get a dog as soon as I can wipe my eyes enough to start searching, just to get that dog love until I find one that I really want. And my spouse is just like, when he's done with the subject, that's it. So finally, I don't know, a couple weeks later, I said, well, I'm going down to the Humane Society, and if you don't come with me to hold me back, if I find a dog, so this is probably a month or 2 or 3 later. Let's see, Lucky passed. Oh, I have a plaque out there. I'm terrible with dates. I've never been good with dates or holidays or birthdays. I just know love. I just know love. And I don't hold presents until holidays. I mean, I rarely do that. The only presents I hold for holidays are quirky little things like, you know, that I find in antique stores or that might have your name on them or something. Okay, I am using a little more eyeliner today than I used in the last couple of days. So anyway, as soon as I was playing with another Australian Shepherd, we saw a picture, but that dog wouldn't make any eye contact. Wasn't warm or affectionate. It just wanted to sniff the yard. So that one was out because we needed one that would show affection. We knew that. Yeah, he's getting tired. He's stomping around. As long as he doesn't fall down. So there we go. So I'm trying to get to know this dog, and I'm thinking, oh, it's not even fun to get my dog therapy satisfied with because this dog's just not into it. But it sure was pretty. So I was just lamenting losing Lucky. It was helping me mourn. And I was kind of talking to myself like I had a wonderful dog like Gordy. And I knew that chances of ever having another dog like that were so slim. That's why I decided not to get another dog. Because they are work. They are commitment. But when I got Lucky, I knew I needed a companion. period. I was getting way too lonely. So I felt blessed to have a sweet dog like Lucky. He wasn't anything like Gordy. Gordy filled so many empty spaces in my personality and my heart and my life lessons. Lucky was a comforter, and I tried to push him for a while to be more like Gordy, and I shouldn't have. I should not have wasted that time. Should not have wasted that time. And they had no way of knowing, and they should have said it, how old Lucky was. He was a lot older than they said he was. They said he was anywhere between 1 and 3 years old. That dog was nothing less than 7 or 8 years old. Which means we only had him for a few years. Okay. Anyway. Ooh, what's that? I've got a scar on my eyelid that never really... Oh, I wonder if that's from that eyelid surgery I had years ago. I never noticed it, but my eyes are getting so wrinkled that it's hard to get the eyeshadow in without lifting it, is what I decided to try today, because I don't usually use eyeshadow this dark. And I said I wasn't going to use more makeup than usual, and here I am experimenting with this. Too funny. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. That's all right. I don't, you know what? So what? It doesn't matter if they don't wear much eye makeup. I've been a little bit better. Okay, so back to the reading. Back to the reading. Not just because we move daily closer to death, but also because our understanding, our grasp of the world may be gone before we get there. Can we be sure our mind will still be up to understanding the world, the contemplation? I think what it's saying is, are we making full use of our brain while we have it? Or are we just drifting along? Well, I know I was not using my full brain when I was feeling intruded upon by those workers. Those workers, like there was a bunch of them. No, it was the salesperson I felt manipulated by, the supervisor who was rarely here to help his crew of one, and who occasionally had his brother come with him, and then the mediator. I mean, what ended up happening was I really let myself down in how I let that stress me out so badly. On the other hand, it was what my soul kind of felt like it was a soft hostage situation. You know, where you get groomed into thinking this isn't even going to look like a hostage situation. It's going to be a 2-week, once we get started, a 2-week dedication of hard work, and then we're going to go. And then the next thing you know is, it felt too, familiar with what a lot of feminine people go through, where we're being hoodwinked into thinking, okay, it's okay. And just keep my ears open. It's been doing pretty good recently. Just knock on wood. Knock on wood. Let's see how this goes. So, anyway, I look up from petting this dog, and I look over my shoulder, and here's my spouse walking this dog as if he were walking down New York City street with his Afghan. Well, he had so many back surgeries that his back is very erect anyway. It's very straightened out because of how they put the pins in, and his pain level. His back is very erect. So that's what it reminded me of, those is some hoity-toity. That was pretty cool. And I was just like, well, whoever that dog is, that's his dog. I could tell. And because it was such a pretty dog, and it looks like it's what's it called? Purebred. It looks purebred. There were no identifying. Nobody came to get the dog. It didn't have a tag on it. It didn't collar. It didn't have a chip in it. And it happened, the dog was found right after the terrible tornadoes that happened up the road. So just figure it came from a farm, and they're all so busy, they couldn't find the dog. Probably got picked up in a tornado. Who knows what happened to its family. And even if they're still alive, because a lot of people lost their lives, then one of the things that could have happened is they just didn't have the time to go looking for the dog, or it got so far away that they just, when you're going through a tornado, you may love your dog and think that it's, because it's gone, you think it's gone. Who knows? Or they were just like, well, it's gone. Let's just not look for it. That's what I was thinking. Because she has never been, I think she was hit in the head. That's what I think. I think she has traumatic brain injury, because she's not a friendly dog. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. So to see her do something playful is just so dang yummy. So happy about it. Oh, I can't tell you. So happy about it. I think I'm going to do this. I'm just swishing my... Oh, no. Just swishing my brush in these pales and earth tone rose colors to try to get a... Oh, that looks terrible. To try to get a bronzer. But it's not working real good. I'm in wine. I know. Use makeup for what it's designed for. I know. But no, I'm such a tightwad. I won't go buy some blush. I have a little bit of blush in here. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, what did I do? Oh, well. I can always wash it off later. I did not have time to straighten my hair, but I have to do that before this evening. I've got plenty of goop on it, so it shouldn't go so fast. Or, dippity-doo type stuff. Look at that. Long curly hair. How do I keep getting those? So, we were right. That dog, Molly, he named her Molly right away. He's named a couple of his dogs Molly. It's easier for for him to remember. So that was cool. Whatever makes him happy. But he has really benefited from having Molly. They are the perfect match. But she just never really had the time of day for me until I started taking her out to run all the time. She just didn't have the time of day. She needed her man. She needed him by her side all the time. And so then it was like, you know what? I need my own dog. You can either come with me or stay home. But I'm going to start searching for my own dog. Well, I'm not sure if the first time I went, it was all pit bulls. And I, you know, with all the kids in the neighborhood, I'm not going to get nothing against pit bulls. Please believe me. Because oh my gosh, I've watched video after video of how sweet they can be. Just like German Shepherds or any dog. Except Chihuahuas. They're little demons. Little Diablos. I'm kidding. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I just didn't want a dog that I'd have to worry about. I wanted a dog that did not look intimidating to anybody. And then I run into this dog and I'm thinking, I just want to take it out to the yard and go for a nice little walk. Now, I know I told you the story, but I don't know if I told you this. The salesman who came in, he says, you know what? That dog looks like it's part pit bull. And I'm like, oh no. No. I should have kicked him out of my house when he said that. To kind of upset me because I was looking for a dog. To me, he looks very, very innocent. Like a beagle. Like some kind of hunting dog. But when he said that, now I think, oh, well, that makes sense why he wants to be so mean, chasing down. I would get rid of this dog if I weren't madly in love with it. It's like, people, I'd get rid of him, but he has such good sex. I'd get rid of him, but he has so much money. I'd get rid of him, but I love him. Yeah, this dog is so much stress to me. With the way he'll chase people, places, and things. And bark and bark and bark. Remove that bark box. No, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. Would like to. But it's a no. I won't do that. It's a no. Don't get on me. I'm just saying. I know he looks sweet and innocent in here. But sometimes he'll go hours of challenging me to go out there and bark and bark and bark. He will hear something or see something and he is gone. Now you know where he's at. Okay, I gotta go. All right, I love y'all. And I'm not sure how I'm going to get away with my hair today. I think because I'm going to, as soon as I get a break, and I know I'll probably have a cancellation because it's Thanksgiving. A lot of times I'll be fully booked and end up doing one client, so you never know. But I'm going to go meet my first one if they show up. So I'm going to, because I'm running late, took the dogs out to run a little bit this morning, talked with a neighbor, and it was so much fun. I just pulled that up a little higher. Got my little Timu pigs. Okay. Now. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit, maybe. Maybe, baby. Well, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I know that. We love you. Don't we? Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Goodbye. Oh, we need to resuscitate. Crash cart, please. Crash cart. All right. Love you. Bye for now.